Hello there and welcome back. In this video we are going to take a look at how you can configure an example for a specific context route for your API documentation. So it might come handy when you want to make sure that you provide an example as to how a request should look like, which is posted or put to your API. So basically the following code is going to help us to clarify this. Let's make sure that we create a declare example.py, and here what we need to do is to import from the FastAPI and from pedantic we import the base model. So let's say we have, what should we have here? So let's call this class beer. It will inherit from the base model, and we don't want to overcomplicate it, so it will have a name and a description, which are both strings. Now here what you can do is to create another class in the declaration of the beer class, and let's call it config. So this is a specially treated class by FastAPI, and it knows that what you define here in the config class is going to add like metadata to your API. And what we would like to do is to call this parameter or property of the class schema extra, and it is going to be a dictionary. And here we would like to have an example, which is also going to be a dictionary inside this dictionary, and we will have a name, and let's call this Soproni, which is a Hungarian beer, but it doesn't taste so good. And we will have a description, and let's call it a Hungarian beer. So basically that's it. This is going to be used by the app.put context route on the beers context route, and it will have the beer ID as argument, and the async def is going to be called, I don't know, update beer, just to be concise. And basically we will have a beer ID, which is going to be an integer, and we will have a beer as an argument, which will be of the beer class. And what's happening here? What is happening? So app, we don't have the app declared, so app is equal to FastAPI and async def and int. Alright, now we should be fine. So let's return the beer ID, which is going to be an integer, and the beer of the beer class. And now we can execute our solution. So let's call this declare example. And if we visit the docs, what you can see now here is that we have the put context, the beers put function, and we have under the schemas the beer. And basically it is going to show us that what schema the beer class is using, and here we have our example. So technically that was all I wanted to show you. See you in